Hello and good morning, everybody, and many thanks having me here in the conference. I have 10-15 minutes. I propose I start just to introduce NIO to you first, and then I come into the power swap sessions. So let's have a look at first the brand film.
The horizon, where earth and sky appear to meet. They say we can't reach it. Impossible, they say. No matter how far we come, it is always still beyond us. Close enough to see, too far to touch. That thin line seems distant, but what it stands for is in arm's reach, right before us. It stands for a brighter, positive future and a more sustainable tomorrow. That's why we aspire to new heights and take different roads. And we're not alone. We're a global, thriving community. We inspire all people to share joy and grow together. We build smart electric vehicles, provide premium services, and create innovative charging solutions. We're not just bystanders. We chase the horizon. It's what drives us. But we know this is just the beginning, because with every new day, there comes a new horizon.
Thank you. And this young gentleman here, his name is William Lee. He is the CEO and founder of NIO. And it's really what you can read here. He started the company in 2014, so it's quite a new company. And he said, Marius, because it was in 2013, they were expecting also a new child, and he was looking out of the window. And there was not a blue sky, there was fog and smoke. And he said, okay, he has to do something about it. So he started the company NIO. And at the very beginning, he also said, okay, he wanted to be an international brand. So he decided to look for competence centers. We have in Shanghai, we have the headquarters and the factory. But then he said, okay, where is the highest density of competence, for example, of AI or software? In that time, it was Silicon Valley. So he established a department in Silicon Valley doing this part of the business. Then he said, for example, where is the power and the engineering? And this, of course, in the UK, where we have the Formula One history. So close to the Oxford University, we have our studio on this topic. Then he said, okay, where's design? Where's the premium design? And of course, we have BMW, Audi, Porsche. It's in Germany. So just outside Munich, we have our design studio in Ismaning. Chris Thomason, Chief of Design, is there. So that's the way he started the company, also listed in New York right at the beginning, so it's a public company. In Germany, we launched NIO in the autumn 2022, so we are 1.5 years in operation. During this time, we already launched five models. So it's enormous speed to market in this company. We see also in the NIO organization, there are not so many layers. It's us, and then it's more or less it's William. It's a very, very short distance to decision making. It's very, very quick decisions. We can react very fast to the market situation. What does us make more unique? We have something called NIO Life. This is not just accessories, it's really design pieces. We have also German designers producing NIO Life articles for also sustainable material like airbags, and so we're using for backpacks and so on. It's a really, really nice articles there. Then we, of course, are also online, offline. Online, the NIO app. For your insight, for information, NIO is still a small company. We have sold since 2014 approximately 480,000 units. But still, they are close to 4 million have downloaded the app and are active. So we are much more than just a car company. And I think this is an interesting figure to have in mind. And then you could say, does this work in Germany? And of course, we are just in the beginning, the first year in Germany, and we have approximately 70,000 downloads who are active in the app. So building the community is a key focus in our approach. Then offline, we are the NIO houses. Welcome to Berlin. We have in Kurfürstendamm, we have a nice NIO house. We have also in Frankfurt and Düsseldorf, and then I'm very happy to open another one in Hamburg in June. And there are a lot of activities, of course, going on in the NIO houses. So please also welcome to visit us there. Furthermore, what makes us unique, Know Me. This is also started in 2014 like AI already at the beginning. Now we see other companies are also stepping up in this segment. And Know Me, it took a while for me to understand what does it mean. It's to know me. So that's the name Know Me. And then, of course, the power, which I come back in the next slides. Of course, power is not just a home charger, the public charging, but also the power substation, which makes us unique. And then once in a year, we have the NIO Day. For the users, it's a huge event. It's each December, and it's a big stadium always, and it's full with users, and we're celebrating together with our users. So now let's focus on the power. I'm going to show you a power substation looks like this. And we actually just drive the car in front of the power substation, activate the button, and then you just sit calm in the car because it drives autonomous in the power substation. It makes the whole swapping for you. So you don't have to leave the car or something like this. And I show you a short film which explains it quite good. And now comes the question, what are the advantages of the power substation? And I have listed up a couple of them here, which I'm going to explain to you. So bear with me, it's a lot of information. Point number one, it takes under 5 minutes, between 3 and 5 minutes, the whole process. And you can stay in the car. It's very convenient. And to give you, in China, in the home market, we have produced around 40 million swaps already. In Germany, we just started. We have 10,000 swaps last year. Having in mind, we don't have any users so many last year because we just started. But all the users who have bought a NIO are very frequent on the power substation. But it's really cool, it's really fun, and it goes very quickly. That's the first point. The second point on the left side, you see there's bars. It's battery as a service. Because we can detect the battery from the car, the user has the possibility to buy the car and subscribe the battery. The advantage, the purchase price goes down because you have to separately the battery, approximately on 12,000 euro. So an advantage on financing the car, point one. Another point, of course, is the latest technology. As we know here in the audience, a car, the life cycle of a car is approximately 15 years. And we know the battery technology, the next 15 years, it's going to happen so much. So the NIO user has the opportunity to be in this development, to join the development of the battery, because he can always upgrade his battery. He gets the possibility to upgrade the battery as long as he has a battery as a service. So he's going to be a part of this journey. And I think this gives also the new EV users who have not driven EV a good confidence that they always will have a fresh, 100% checked battery. Flexible usage. Yes, you don't have to swap, you can swap. So you have your home charger, we have also a fast charger in NIO or a public charger, and then you can swap if it's convenience for you. Sustainable life cycle. Having in mind we have up to 13 batteries in the swap stations, which we can monitor the quality of them. And if a battery needs a service, we can take it out, we can fix it and put it back again. So the life cycle of the battery is much longer than a traditional one. Then we have 3 other points on the right side, and this is then once not so directly for the user, but I think very interesting also for the states or for the countries. We have, of course, green energy in the power substation. We can do also smart power trading to get the best price for the users, and also grid balancing. Bi-directionally, we can also store energy for the city and give it back again in a cooperation, which I think is also a smart thing for the cities. This is the map today in Germany, and we are expanding our network. Of course, it takes a while, even it's just 1 year now in operation, because at the beginning, the government were asking us, what is it? Is it a garage, or what kind of approval do you need, Marius? And of course, this takes a while, and education, the authorities, but now we got the approvals, and we start rolling out the network. Also in Europe, we started in Norway in 2021. And then in 2022, we came with Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden. And this is the map as it looks today. In China, it's around 2,500 power swap stations. And of course, it will take a while until we are there. But still, you see, the ambition is quite big also for the European market. All right, I think time is running, and I want to say many thanks for your attention. And I guess we have a couple of minutes for questions, if there are any from you. Many thanks.
There are tons of questions. First one is from me, just to make sure if I understood you correctly. So a NIO costs 12,000 euros less if I don't buy the battery?
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay, and then I can rent the battery as a service?
Exactly.
Okay, and this is possible today?
Today, yeah.
Today.
And actually, I can also give you insight, because at the beginning, we were scared, what is the percentage? How many buy the battery as a traditional with the battery attached to the car, or what is the percentage who wants to have a battery as a service? Mm-hmm. And the result until now is that around 92% are choosing battery as a service.
Really?
Yep.
92%
yep.
battery as a service.
So far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have to come to the questions, because as I said, there are a lot. First one, how much does battery as a service cost? So maybe then renting the battery.
Yeah, it's the rent of a battery is 17 euro a month.
17?
No, hang on. 175, sorry. 175 euro a month.
Does it
Slight different, yeah.
Does it depend on the miles that you want to have in your package?
No, it's free mileage, yeah.
And the swap itself is free of charge?
It's still free, and then we're going to have a small fee on it going forward. Yeah.
Okay.
It should not be a burden, the fee, but it's just to cover the administrative tasks.
And by the way, it's possible to test drive a NIO, right?
Many thanks, yes. Please go ahead and test drive the NIOs later on.
Yeah. Second question. Mass market battery swap could be a game changer, but when will cross-brand battery swap be possible? Good
question. Because when we launched NIO in Norway, I was before in charge for NIO in Norway, which was a pilot market. There was journalists asking William, because it's COVID time, I was in Norway, he was in Shanghai, and there was one journalist asking, William, will you open for technology for other OEMs, yes or no? And the answer was very clear, of course. So now, during beginning this year, we also signed 3 corporations with big companies who wanted to have the technology together with NIO. So I hope also, because this is the best for the user, that the more companies are using the same technology. So the answer is clear, yes.
Okay. Next question. How future-proof do you see battery swap stations in terms of decreasing charging times of conventional BEVs? So is the gap between charging and swapping, will it become
it's closer and closer. And of course, the competition, the traditional fast charging is going to improve also dramatically. So this, I think, goes in 5 years' time. It's going to be very convenient. Also, in 10, 15 minutes, the premium OEM is going to deliver. But I think the charging is just one element. Just having a few power swap stations will the user give the benefit on having the battery development. So the charging, yes, but all the other advantages you will get with the power swap stations.
And also for the second-hand market.
In second-hand, of course, if you sell your car, a traditional one, battery 5 years old, or a NIO who just swapped the battery and got a really fresh health check battery back, the second-hand value theoretically should be at least a little bit higher.
Is battery swapping still attractive given advances in fast charging? That's the question we more or less had. Are you also building standard charging stations?
Standard charging stations?
Like Tesla with the supercharger?
Yeah, we also have, additionally. We have also, beside the power swap station, we have also our own fast charger, which every OEM also can use, yes. Or for example, if you look at the fleet business, if a big fleet business will come to us and say, yes, Marius, we want to have a power swap station for our fleet, of course, everything is possible for fast charger.
We take the third question here first. Which segment, premium, volume, etc., do you yourself see in?
And this is, of course, up to you, because it's not what I'm saying, but it's how you experience the NIO. So please test drive and look at the touch and feel and the quality. And then I hope you will see where we are positioned. Because here again, I think I also listened to a very good presentation earlier before, where, of course, not of course, but some of us in Europe are skeptical to the quality. And the best truth is you have to try it. You have to test it. And of course, what is produced in China is also different segments. And we will also come with other brands and other segments to other quality than, for example, the NIO.
Okay, good answer. Does NIO plan to develop a small battery electric vehicle for the mass market?
Yes. 2025, we will come with a new brand. And it's then a different segment, I can say today.
Everybody had that. Great. So maybe one more question. With swapping in mind, what are your plans for used cars? We already touched it a little bit, but maybe...
Yeah, also, we just sold a couple of new cars, of course, last year. So the used car market for the NIO is not there yet, but we are working on a concept as well this year, which we're going to launch later on this year. Yeah.
Maybe very final question. How is your service plan for the EU? Own dealer or partnerships?
Also a good question. And this can vary from country to country. So in Germany, we have a mixture between our own service network, which we're going to also expand during this year, and partners. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here. I think you will be around at the NIO or in the exhibition. Marius, thank you. This is your applause.